it's me again, Rachel Lemons, author of Fish Food, bringing you your food for thought. So yesterday we started talking about prayer journaling, and today we're going to keep the conversation going. Yesterday I mentioned this idea of writing in my prayer journal and really trying to be as open, honest, and vulnerable as possible. Some people think of prayer journaling as writing a list of prayer requests and then going back and trying to see, has God answered my prayer, has He not answered my prayer? This is more like leaving Santa Claus a list, I think, than having a real open and vulnerable conversation with God. So one thing that I think is really key and important, and whether you prayer journal or not, I think that this could be very helpful, and it's been very helpful for me as well, is learning how to really be honest, authentic, and vulnerable before God. There's this Bible verse I really love. It's in Psalm 38:9, and I'm going to read it here from my prayer journal because I wrote it there. And it says, "You know what I long for, Lord. You hear my every sigh." Now, if we think about this, it's really telling us that we can be vulnerable before God. Like, He already knows what we long for. He already knows our every sigh. So it really just helps us to be in the right place, in the right mindset, for us to build a relationship with Jesus when we are able to be vulnerable and open before Him. So I'd really like to encourage you and to encourage myself for us to really be honest with God. I like to say that when we tell God where we are, He's able to pick us up and take us where He wants us to be. When we don't tell God where we are, when we're not honest about that, it's not that it's impossible for Him to pick us up and take us where we need to be, but it's that we're not being honest with ourselves about where we are. So then He's not able to give us the help that we need because we don't have a real understanding of where that place is. So we started talking about prayer journaling, and I'm just continuing the conversation, encouraging you to try prayer journaling, even if it's just maybe try for 15 days, try it for 40 days. See if it's something that works for you, if it's something that helps to keep you focused, to keep you honest, authentic, and vulnerable before God. And that's the food for thought today. Try really being honest, authentic, and vulnerable before God. Whether it's in prayer journaling, whether it's you're bent down on your knees, whether you're driving in your car, you're on the train, you're on the subway, and you're whispering up a prayer to God, just really be honest with Him. Talk to Him as you would talk to a really good friend, not the way you talk to your boss or to a stranger or someone that you're trying to impress. God already knows. He already knows your heart. And when we tell God where we are, He can take us where He wants to be. This is Rachel Lemons, author of Fish Food, offering you your food for thought.